Spain, home of Picasso, Penelope Cruz, and for quite some time, fascism. Sorry to mention the F word, but Spain did let politics get in the way of football for quite some time. They applied to host the first World Cup, but when they weren't granted it, they refused to turn up. Then, after a reasonably sturdy performance in the next one, the Spanish Civil War got in the way of the '38 World Cup. And what with World War II soon after, they didn't play another one till 1950, where they finished fourth. Then politics raised its head again. After not qualifying for the rest of the decade, in the European Championships of 1960, they were drawn against the Soviet Union, who'd supported the Republicans in the Spanish Civil War. Franco didn't like this one bit, and Spain refused to play their Rusky rivals. Despite this obstinance, Spain was still chosen to host the following European Cup. And they made it to the final, where, in a strange twist of fate, they met the Soviet Union. This time they put politics aside for a final on home turf, and they won it, proving their totalitarian state was the better of the two. But after this bullish performance, Spain then had 20 years of underachievement. Franco died in 1975, taking fascism with him. Although Spain hosted the '82 World Cup, they didn't have a significant impact on a tournament till Euro '84, where France beat them in the final. And it was back to their blue period of looking good in the qualifiers and early stages, only to chuck it all away when it counted. Ejemplo uno. In Euro '96, they made it through the opening group, only to become the only team in football history to lose to England on penalties. Ejemplo dos. In the 2002 World Cup, they performed beautifully in the group stages and beat Ireland to make it to the quarterfinals against South Korea, only to throw it all away on penalties again. Ejemplo tres. In the 2006 World Cup, they pretty much ran the group stages, conceding just one goal, only to get thoroughly flambéed by the French in the next round. So when they again bossed a group stage in the 2008 Euros, who could blame the pundits for thinking they'd flop once more, especially when it went to penalties against Italy in the quarters? But this time, Spain triumphed and destroyed their now friendly Russian opponents in the semis to reach the final, where they faced Germany and won. And their winning streak continued through to the World Cup and the Euros. Now, can they make it 4 in a row, or will the Spanish streakers slump home for a little siesta?